Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. We are looking at the reason why the Nigerian Bar Association is now recognizing the sole administrator of Rivers State appointed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and why former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has described the release of Rivers State allocation to the sole administrator as a violation of the Constitution and a disregard to the Supreme Court ruling of February 28 on Rivers matter. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, about the serial violation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the enforcement of the illegal removal of elected governor of Rivers State and other elected officials of Rivers State. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you're new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, the Nigerian Bar Association, which is the umbrella body of all practicing lawyers in Nigeria, has condemned the state of emergency declared on Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying that it is unconstitutional to announce a sole administrator in a democratic state. Now, of course, you and I know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Ibok Ete Ibas, a retired naval general, as sole administrator after sacking duly elected officials of the Rivers State government. Now, speaking on Channels Television, the president of Nigerian Bar Association, Afamo Osigwe, senior advocate of Nigeria, called on Tinubu to restore Fubara back to power, having removed him unconstitutionally from office. And according to Osigwe, while speaking with the channels, he said, and that's why we do not recognize a sole administrator as the rightful person to occupy the government house, Port Harcourt, in Rivers State, having been appointed unconstitutionally. The NBA president said that even when I saw him, that's the sole administrator, taking oath of office, I was wondering which oath he was taking, because he was taking an oath not known to the Constitution. The Constitution does not recognize an administrator. End of quote. Now, that is putting it mildly, that the administrator is an impostor, unknown to law, unknown to the Constitution. It's a self-help agenda, literally, by the Tinubu administration. Now, to worsen Tinubu's violation of the Constitution against against the ruling of the Supreme Court, which ordered the withholding of the Rivers State allocation due to non-passage of the state appropriation law by the Martin Samehule-led Rivers State House of Assembly, Tinubu also immediately ordered the release of Rivers State funds that was withheld by the orders of the Supreme Court to the sole administrator, in apparent disregard with the Supreme Court order. Of course, you and I know that he may go back to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court will reverse themselves, given the kind of Supreme Court we now have in Nigeria. They can reverse themselves, say what Tinubu did was in order. But the facts remain as it stands now. What Tinubu had done by releasing Rivers State Fund to the sole administrator was an illegality. And this was noted by the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, who also condemned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's both the sacking of the duly elected government and the release of the allocation of River State to the sole administrator, saying that this was a violation of the Supreme Court ruling, which ordered the withholding of River State allocation. Remember that on February 28th, the Supreme Court, in their ruling, barred the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Accountant General of the Federation, and other agencies from releasing the allocations of River State to the River State government. They accuse Fubara of serial disobedience of court orders, and the court gave directive on what the government need to purge itself. In fact, it was that Supreme Court that described Governor Simi Fubara of acting like a despot. It was that was the language which gave Tinubu the language of describing Simi Fubara as a despot in his broadcast to Nigerians, justifying the declaration of state of emergency in River State. But who is a despot now? Is it Simi Fubara? Simi Fubara, who submitted the budget of River State, as at the time the 27 lawmakers were deemed to have lost their seat in line with Section 1091G of the 1999 Constitution, having defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress in a manner that showed that they violated the Constitution, because at the time they defected, there was no crisis in People's Democratic Party to warrant such a movement or to give it the stamp of constitutional approval. Okay, they defected. They cannot deny that they didn't defect, because even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is aware they defected. He received them at the presidential villa as defected lawmakers from PDP to APC. And that was why, if you go and look at the 8-point resolution that was brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the presidential villa in December 2023 or thereabout, the president, one of the conditions they gave Fubara for the peace process was that he has to recognize that these 27 lawmakers have defected from PDP to APC. Go and look at number 3 resolution in that 8-point resolution for peace in River State, brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So he was aware that they defected. Even though when they've now found out that their defection now had care leg, they now reverted to the lame argument that they didn't defect, and began to describe to us what defection means, what it truly means. And the Supreme Court bought into that gambit. And if you can see the Supreme Court now telling us what it now means to be defected, your name must be in the party register. It's the party register. Your name must be in the party register. You must be a card carrying member. You know, these are the kind of things that made people like former President Goodluck Jonathan saying that a country where individuals direct the court the judgment to pass, and that nobody has respect for such a country internationally. Okay, so so at the time Fubara passed the budget to the recognized lawmakers of River State, he was in tune with the law. But the Supreme Court said that everything he did was a violation of the law. even the budget of 2025 that was passed at the time, these 27 lawmakers, pro-Nyesom Wike lawmakers, were not recognized. The Supreme Court insisted that he has to go and pass the budget again to the lawmakers. And of course, you and I know how it ended up. All his effort to pass the budget so that the money of River State could be released, so that civil servants can be paid, so that allocations of River State will go to River State local government and River State people. All effort was frustrated. Now they have eased him out and then releasing the money. Who is accountable for the money they are releasing now? Under which budget? That's the question to ask. Which budget is Tinubu or directing them to release to the sole administrator? Is it the budget of 2024 or budget of 2025? Because they say that the passage of that law, because already the 2025 budget has been passed by the Okojombo-led House of Assembly, and they say it was an illegality. The Supreme Court says that it was an illegality to pass that budget with only 4 lawmakers. In other words, their money of Rivers was seized based on that. Now, which budget are they now releasing to sole administrator of River State? And who is supervising that money? Because at least in a democracy, there is checks and balances. Who is checking? Who is balancing the sole administration? And in the most important question, which money did they release to him? Is it the money that was appropriated by the alleged illegal House of Assembly led by Okojombo? Or which budget are they releasing to River State government? That's a question that the Tinubu administration had to answer, if not now, later, on how they manage River State resources within these 6 months. If he allowed these 6 months, if he doesn't succumb to pressure by Nigerians, and I hope with the international community, seeing what he's doing as an illegality and an affront to democracy, and reverse himself fast. If this thing continue up to the 6 months, there is a need to ask which money were they releasing? Which money? Who appropriated this same money? Is it the same money appropriated by the Okojombo-led 2025 budget? Or which budget are they using to run River State by the sole administrator? That's a question that needs to be answered. And who is supervising it? And who will be held accountable on every penny that is released from that money? But the most important question I can see is which budget are the Accountant General of the Federation and Central Bank of Nigeria releasing to the sole administrator? That's the unanswered question. That is why Peter Obi is concerned. That is why Peter Obi is warning there is a danger in allowing a disregard of the Supreme Court judgment in Nigeria. He said a country in which the Supreme Court judgment is taken as a suggestion and not the order, it is a danger to democracy. It is a danger to due process. It's a danger to the rule of law. Because what is happening in River State, you may think it will end in Rivers. What starts in Rivers is not likely to stop in Rivers. It will eventually go around, depending on how the governors in other states behave. Any governor can now be removed from office. Any state House of Assembly can now be removed from office at the discretion of the president under the guise of state of emergency. And even the Supreme Court judgment, like Peter Obi pointed out, will be taken as mere suggestion and not an order to be carried out. Because if the Supreme Court judgment, as will be noted, is an order to be taken wholeheartedly as the direction by the Apex Court of Nigeria, they will not be able to be releasing the reverse money to the sole administrator that the NBA has described as an illegality unknown to law. I don't know what you think about this. What do you think about the release of River State funds to the sole administrator that is not recognized by law? And which budget are they releasing the money from? Is it the budget of 2024, which Fubara submitted to the former lawmakers? Or is it the 2025 budget, which Fubara also presented to the same lawmakers and which the Supreme Court condemned? Which allocation are they releasing to River State? And who is now a despot between Fubara, who formally presented the budget to the River State government, or River State lawmakers as recognized as lawmakers of River State at the time he did it, or President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who unilaterally sacked a sitting governor, his deputy, and the State House of Assembly. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.